Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another new movie review. In tonight's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this new A24 film, which just came out today, and it's also a biopic film as well in the sports drama genre. And this review is going to be on The Smashing Machine. The Smashing Machine is written and directed by Benny Safdie, and stars Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. So, in this movie's based on a true story set between the years 1997 and 2000, where the movie starts off on a VHS camera that takes place around like 1997, like how the movie opens up, and we follow a fighter, like a boxer named Mark Keir, played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and so in the movie, he reaches the peak of his career, but then he later soon faces personal hardships along the way. And throughout most of the movie, you get like Mark Keir boxing and fighting and boxing matches, and of course you get scenes with him in chats and fights with his wife, played by Emily Blunt. So yeah, that's pretty much the basic plot on what the Smashing Machine's about. So yeah. So when I first saw trailers to this movie, it did look kind of interesting by the looks of the trailer, and I've been hearing this movie's been getting pretty decent reviews even before seeing it earlier today. And so after seeing the movie, I thought this was actually a great movie from A24. And sure, yeah, it may not be like the best A24 film to come out this year, but I liked it for what it is. I thought it was great. And I mean, yeah, the story itself I thought was well played. I think the story here is actually well written and it played out very well in terms of how it happened in real life. And I also like how sometimes the cinematography does happen to be filmed on VHS cameras. To make this movie feel like 1997 and towards like 2000 when we enter the year 2000 in the movie. And this movie may be a good watch to people out there who like boxing and boxing matches. Like, yeah, even though we have seen boxing films like that before, like because I don't think there's ever been this good of a boxing film since Rocky, like the original Rocky, because the first Rocky is definitely a classic boxing movie, and definitely the best one out of all of them. Although I can easily say The Smashing Machine was still great of a film, and I can easily say Dwayne Johnson actually did a good job in this film. Dwayne Johnson was actually more serious in this type of movie, and it's where it's basically like his character, like Mark Keir. Like it pretty much proves that Dwayne Johnson is not just playing the same character over and over again, where he's like comedic and humorous. No. He's like very serious here and very dramatic. Because this is a sports drama, and yeah, because even the makeup designs on Dwayne The Rock Johnson's character, like even the makeup designs that make it look unrecognizable in some scenes. Because I feel like The Rock kind of felt unrecognizable in some scenes where you can hardly recognize him, judging by the eyebrows on his face. But I think towards like the last act of the film, it kind of makes you realize, yeah, it is Dwayne Johnson. But since this comes to us from the writer, director, producer, and of course the editor. Like the person who worked on this film, Benny Safdie, he's actually one of the Safdie brothers who worked on this film. Although his brother Josh, I don't think his brother Josh had any involvement with this film. But yeah, I gotta say, Benny Safdie actually did a great job working on this film. The way he edits this film and produces and writes and directs it. Yeah, Benny Safdie also directed the 2019 A24 film with Adam Sandler, Uncut Gems, which is one of my all-time favorite A24 films. And definitely one of Adam Sandler's best as well. And as for Emily Blunt, though, I gotta say, Emily Blunt was actually pretty good in this film. Like, she was there for the most part. My mom likes her. And, it's like, even though I saw this movie by myself, and I was actually the only person in my screening in the auditorium. There was actually no other people in my screening, but that's because I actually saw this movie at 4:30 here in my area. So, yeah. But I gotta say, Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, they both did a pretty good job here in this film. And this is actually their second film of the decade together in this film. Because this movie, The Smashing Machine, is actually, and by that, I mean, The Smashing Machine is the second film starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt together this decade. Because they previously worked on that Disney movie from 2021, Jungle Cruise, which I remember liking Jungle Cruise at the time when I saw it at the former Sun and Surf Cinema with my friend Gian Miller. Like, I remember liking Jungle Cruise, which I thought was not that bad of a film in my opinion. But I gotta say, I think their work here, like Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson, I think they both did a good job here, and I think maybe even better than Jungle Cruise. But don't get me wrong, I still think it's not that bad of a film for Jungle Cruise, but anyway. And also, yeah, I did like how, like, you know, it's like, all I can say is I did like how sometimes the filming to this film kind of looked like it was filmed on VHS cameras. And yeah, and Benny Safdie knows exactly what he's doing. And yeah, and the pacing itself I thought was okay. I mean, the pacing was okay, even though this movie's like 2 hours and 4 minutes. I mean, I had to use the bathroom 2 times during the movie, so yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't like I was missing important parts in this film, because I know this movie's like, while this movie is like not really like one of the best to come out this year, and definitely not one of A24's best to come out this year, I can still say I still liked it for what it is. I still thought it was, I thought Smashing Machine I thought was great, and I'm glad that I went and saw it tonight, so that's good. And also, and what I also didn't realize about this film is that not only this movie's based on true events, but also it's actually based on a documentary film that came out in 2002, which I've completely never even heard of. I was never aware of it. And the music too in this film, the music score I thought was decent. The music score I thought was decent, and the music score was actually composed by a woman who's actually a jazz musician that goes by the name of Nala. Like, that's a pretty name when you think about it, Nala, because you know what I mean by that. Because whenever I think of Nala, I think of The Lion King. But but yeah, this Nala woman who scored this movie, like, she's actually a jazz musician. Since I looked her up, and yeah, a jazz musician scored the movie, which is cool. And yeah, and of course, before the movie started, I did get some pretty decent previews and trailers. The second trailer they showed in my screening to The Smashing Machine is actually a Bradley Cooper film. It's actually Bradley Cooper's third time directing a movie, and it stars Will Arnett. It's called Is This Thing On? Like, I think it comes out around Christmas, like December this year. So I might look into checking it out or something whenever I have time or something. Because I did enjoy Bradley Cooper's previous 2 movies, A Star Is Born, which I loved, and Maestro I thought was decent. And yeah, I did get some good trailers in my screening. Like, there were 6 of them, so yeah. But anyway, overall, Smashing Machine was a great movie, and I'm going to give Smashing Machine 4 stars out of 5. If you like boxing, and if you're a fan of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, then I say it's a good watch to check out over the weekend. I mean, I know there's that dog horror movie that everyone's been talking about lately from Shudder called Good Boy. Well, which I've never even heard of that movie until people started talking about it, and excuse me. But yeah, so I wasn't even aware of that movie Good Boy until people started talking about it on social media. Like this new horror movie from Shudder about a dog, Good Boy. Like, not to be confused with the MGM film Good Boy, or Good Boys, whatever, but whatever. But yeah, so but like I said, if you're a fan of boxing and if you like sports like this, and if you're a fan of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, then I say give it a watch over the weekend. I say Smashing Machine's a good one to check out over the weekend if you're interested. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on The Smashing Machine. Hope you guys liked it. And with that being said, thanks for watching as always. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And also make sure to like this video as well. With that being said, until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.